All right, y'all, what's good with y'all? Now, today's Sunday. We all call this Inspirational Sundays. I'm gonna do this every Sunday, so expect this every Sunday. Then Wednesdays and Fridays is workout videos. Wednesdays and Fridays. So whatever you want to see in the workouts or you wanted me to talk about on Sundays, let me know. Comment and subscribe, and let me know what y'all want to see or y'all want me to talk about. So see the different scenery out here. Different scenery on a balcony, just to get a good scenery of the nature of this hot Ohio State. So, but first, I'm talking about today. We're gonna talk about legacy. I'm talking about legacy because people don't know what our grandparents or our parents go through for our last names. So that's why I promote my last name. I call it Green Team because my granddaddy fought hard for our last name. So my granddaddy name is DC Green, and he went to the Navy, and they was trying to change his last name, and he fought for it, and they was really trying to make him change it, and he didn't want to. So he did what he could to not change his name. DC is his real name. Okay, my granddaddy name is DC. DC. It don't mean nothing or nothing like that. His mother named him DC. Don't know why. Never explained it to me, but that's his name, DC Green. So I promote my last name because of him and my grandma, because I know they fought hard for my last name. So I'm gonna keep that legacy going. Legacy is leaving somebody something like money, like property in your will. That's what it is, or a business. But my grandparents left a legacy of their last name, meaning our last name gonna live on forever. Even though we don't, but our last name does. We want our last name to mean something when we leave here for our kids, so they can carry it and give it to they kids, and then they kids, or etc. So we want to make a business, black businesses, or a business or whatever, to leave our kids, so they don't have to live how we live. Like we live where we had to come from the ground up. It's hard. It was hard for us to do it, but we had to overcome it. We just can't keep living how our parents did, check by check by check by check. We have to stop that that pattern. We have to change that pattern and that timeline and change that storyline. So at the same time, we want to do, like, we go on a straight path, but then you see your parents go on a straight path, whatever. Go to work, get up, go to work, get up, do the same stuff over and over and over. Make that change. You have to make that change. Go that different route of where your parents had went. So you want to just break off. You want to break off that branch, just like this leaf. Everybody the same. So you want to let go. Soon that leaf is by itself is different from every other leaf. So you want to create something for your kids to make a difference. So you want to make a different path for yourself. You don't have to be a statistic and do what everybody else doing. Go your own route. Make sure your kids is straight. Make sure you have a good foundation in your family where you just working for yourself. You want to be an entrepreneur, do it. But working for other people, you making them money. You ain't making yourself money. You just living check by check every time, which is not good. You want to save. You want to build yourself up. You want to build your family up. You want to make something of yourself so you can be remembered when you leave this earth. You don't want to be remembered, oh, he tried. Oh, he did this. He was all right. He was cool. No, you want to be remembered as something, and you did what you wanted to do, and you pursue what you wanted to do, and when God sent you to do on this earth. You want to be different from everybody. Don't be a statistic and be. And let me say this. I used to live in Detroit, and everybody from Detroit just want to work in Chrysler, GM, and Ford, the big three. Now I could have did that. I could have been a statistic and worked one of them. And like before I came here, I could have worked at Chrysler. I could have worked at Chrysler, and they called me. It was like, yeah, we start on this day. It was a week before I was supposed to start. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be like everybody else and working for somebody else and doing this, coming to work and doing that kind of stuff like that. Everybody work at Chrysler in Detroit. Everybody know everybody in Detroit. All you gotta do is go to Chrysler. You see the same people that came from the hood or where you came from. I didn't want to do that. It wasn't me. I felt like I was a different breed. That I don't fit there. I don't fit. I didn't care what everybody else was doing. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. And I was homeless. I ain't had nowhere to stay. I stayed with my friend for a little bit, and I ain't had nowhere to stay. I got kicked out where I was living. I was homeless. Now I was like, man, I can't do this. So I ended up calling my dad, and he helped me out very well. Where I'm grateful for that, for me coming out here in Ohio, and it made a big difference. I didn't have to be the same person. I was like, man, I want to become a firefighter. I want to become a firefighter. I've been wanting to become a firefighter since I was 18 when my grandma died, because she told me to become that. So at first I didn't want to do it, and that's when I was like, I thought to myself before she died, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go ahead, because I wanted to be a mechanical engineer at first. So I was like, let me go ahead and try this out, and I got into it. Did my research on becoming a firefighter and what you got to do and stuff like that. And all my life, I wanted to be a hero. So a hero to me is firefighters, police officers, social workers, teachers, stuff like that is to me heroes, because they help people in need when whatever it is that people need help with, So me being a firefighter, I have a lot of people that encourage me to do what I want to do. Like, a lot of people gonna tell you can't do something. They're always gonna put in your head, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Ain't no such thing as can't. I tell my son that every day. Ain't no such thing as can't. You can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it. Anything. Anything is possible. That's how I put it. Anything is possible. And everybody try to make you something that you're not. You have to define yourself and know what you want to do in life. It might take a while. It took me a little while of knowing what I wanted to do or how I'm going to do it. You have to know, write it down on things what you want to do. Write goals down, what you want to do for the week, what you want to do for the month, the year, or whatever. That's what you want to do. Write it on paper. Sometimes the stuff that's in your head, you might forget it. So, but if it's on paper, you'll look at it and know it could be 2 years from now, 3 years from now. If it's on paper, it's still gonna be there. But in your head, you might forget. So define yourself. Don't let your parents' demons be your demons. Let me say that one more time. You probably don't know what I mean when I say that. When I say your parent demons, don't let them be your demons, meaning you follow in their footsteps. They be like, oh, your daddy used to do this, your mom used to do this. Doesn't mean you have to. Just because they was drinking or smoking doesn't mean you have to go that route. You can't blame it. If you go that route, you can't blame it on your parents because you did. You can't. That's on you. You have your own mind. You have to think for yourself. Because if you do that, you just keep blaming people. Blame, play the blame game on everybody. If you get in a relationship, you're going to blame that person for this and that. Stay taking accountability of yourself and your actions. A lot of people don't do that. Once you take accountability of your actions, guaranteed you be like, okay, I'm on it. You're going to do it, and you're going to change up what you did wrong. Just because it's negative, the negative, you're going to turn that negative into a positive. So by you doing that, negativity is not always a loss. We always think losses, we take losses in the world and stuff, we got to give up. Giving up make you weak. We all have things that we think about. We always down ourselves more than anybody else down us. We down ourselves more than anybody. Like, we have to make sure we think positive to ourselves every day. Do it in the morning, do it at night, make ourselves feel good. Because some people ain't gonna make you feel good all the time. They not. So you have to make yourself feel good. Sometimes you don't need to be getting that inspiration from a different person. You get it from yourself. You have to find it in yourself to be disciplined and tell yourself, I love you. Tell yourself, I love myself. Tell yourself, you beautiful. Tell yourself, you handsome. All these things you have to tell yourself because it makes you feel good. You have to make yourself feel good. If you get to know yourself, that's it. That's it. How can you love somebody else if you don't love yourself? You can't do it. Love yourself first before you can love somebody else. So being alone is good. Sometimes you need that alone time so you can think better and you get to act better and see what you want in life. People think being alone is bad. You don't need people all the time to be around you or associate with people. You're being alone so you can find yourself. So do that first. Do that first. Like everything come together. Guarantee it's gonna come together. And the people that you need in your life will come to you. Let them come to you. You don't go to people all the time. Sometimes you bring in the bad negativity people sometimes because you just want people to be around you or they got a name for themselves. Make a name for your own self. That's what I mean. Legacy. Make your own name for yourself. Make your last name mean something when you leave here. Leave something for your kids. Leave something for your grandkids, your great-great-grands. You want to keep going. Keep that pattern going over and over and over. Make that timeline. It's like a relay. You want to give it off to your kids. You want your kids to give it off to their kids. They kid. Boom, boom. It's like a relay. You want to keep giving it to somebody. Hand it off. Hand off. It's a handoff. That's how the generation go. Hand it off to your kids. Make sure when you're handing out over that baton, there's something in it. Don't come up empty-handed and that baton is not in your hand when you're handing it to your kids. Make sure you have a foundation ready. Make sure you have something to pass on to your kids so they don't have to work as hard as how we did. So us working so hard, we work so hard for our kids to have something. But you want to have your own business and have your last name mean something when you leave here. You don't want to come up empty-handed. You don't want to become a statistic. You don't want to become a black person in this world that our kids have to do the jobs that we have to do or work 2 jobs. No, you want them to work for themselves. Make a business. Make yourself honorable when you leave here. Make sure you have everything in line, like a 401k, a saving. Before you leave here, make sure everything is in line. Everything is on the go. Your kids got somewhere, when they get about 16, 18, they know they have something to back up on. If they don't want to work your business, they still go to school because they save. You got a savings account for them. Make sure you have that in line. Make sure if they want to go to school, they can. Don't pressure them or going to school. To me, I'm not gonna pressure my son to go to school if he don't want to. He can take a trade, or he can take the business that I'm making right now and do it. If he want to become a firefighter like me, he can become that, or a police officer. Either one that he want to do. I'm gonna support his dream and make sure it come true because I left him with a legacy that he can continue for his kids. So I'm passing on my baton to him and my kids, the other kids that I'm gonna have. So make sure y'all like and subscribe and comment what y'all want to see, what y'all want to hear. That's how I get the feedback and give feedback to me and let me know what y'all think of this and let me know what y'all need to see more or what y'all want to hear me talk about. Let me know, because this Inspirational Sundays. Give God praise and thank him every day for a new day, because without him we wouldn't be here. I praise y'all and thank you.